You wake up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. because your alarm tells you to. You check your phone, 47 notifications. Your schedule is full. Work at 9, meeting at 11, lunch blocked from 12 to 1, another meeting at 2, emails until 6, dinner plans at 7, and bed by 11. Every minute is accounted for. Every hour has a purpose. Every day is a race against time. And you feel exhausted just reading that list. Now, imagine waking up 10,000 years ago. No alarm, no phone, no schedule, no concept of hours or minutes or seconds. The sun rises, that's when the day starts. The sun sets, that's when it ends. And in between, you do whatever needs doing. You think our ancestors were bored, lazy, wandering aimlessly through endless empty days. But the truth is the opposite. Ancient humans had something we've completely lost. They had time. Not hours, not minutes, time itself. And they used it in ways that would blow your mind. Let's start with what they didn't have. No productivity culture, no hustle mentality, no pressure to optimize every moment, no guilt about rest. When a task was done, it was done. You didn't keep working, you stopped, you sat, you existed. An ancient hunter didn't wake up and immediately start hunting. He woke up, he had food from yesterday, he ate, he sat with the group, they talked, they laughed, they planned. Hunting might take 4 hours, or it might take 2, or it might take the entire day. The hunt ended when the animal was killed or when the hunter decided to stop looking. There was no time clock. There was no, I have to be back by noon. This seems inefficient to us. It was actually brilliant, because without artificial time pressure, humans could do something we can barely do today: pay attention. An ancient hunter tracked prey, really tracked it. He read the ground, he noticed broken branches, he smelled the air, he listened to bird calls, he watched shadows. His entire attention was on one thing, not half attention while thinking about his next meeting, full attention. Neuroscience calls this flow state. It's when your brain performs at maximum capacity. You're completely present. Time disappears. Stress disappears. You're just doing. Modern humans experience flow maybe a few times a year. Ancient humans lived in flow constantly because they had no alternative. But hunting was only part of the day, and this is where it gets interesting. Archaeological evidence suggests ancient humans worked roughly 15 to 20 hours per week. 15 to 20 hours. You work 40 to 60 hours. Your ancestors worked less than half that. So what did they do with the rest of their time? They did things we've almost completely eliminated from human life. They sat together, in groups, for hours, just existing, talking about nothing important, joking, telling stories. A modern person would call this wasting time. An ancient person would call it living. There's a reason campfire stories, gathered communities, and shared meals built human civilization. It wasn't an accident. It was the primary human activity. Work was necessary, but connection was the point. Ancient humans also had something that sounds radical today: boredom. Long stretches of time with nothing to do. No phone to scroll, no TV to watch, no content to consume. Just time and themselves. Neuroscientists recently discovered something wild. Boredom is where creativity happens. Your brain's default mode network activates. You start thinking about abstract problems. You make connections between ideas that never connected before. Ancient humans weren't trying to be creative. They were just bored. And their brains responded by inventing art, music, philosophy, religion, technology. Boredom built human culture. We eliminated boredom and called it progress. But what we actually eliminated was the mental space where new ideas appear. There's another thing ancient humans did that modern people find almost incomprehensible. They slept differently. We know this from historical records and modern sleep science. Before artificial light, humans slept in 2 phases: 4 hours of sleep, then 1 to 3 hours of wakeful rest, then 4 more hours. During that wakeful middle period, people didn't panic about insomnia. They sat by the fire, they thought, they had deep conversations, they made love, They solved problems in a state of calm reflection. This wasn't insomnia, it was a built-in meditation period every single night. Modern humans took that away. We created artificial light. We made nighttime into daytime. We forced ourselves into 8 continuous hours of sleep. And when that doesn't work, we call it a disorder. But our bodies remember. They still want that middle period. You wake up at 2 a.m. and panic. Your ancient ancestors would have lit a fire and started talking. Ancient humans also had seasonal time. The year had different rhythms: hunting season, gathering season, migration season, rest season. Each season demanded different work, different energy, different focus. Modern humans ignore seasons. We work the same schedule in summer as winter. We work the same hours in spring as fall. We flatten time into one continuous, identical rhythm. But your body knows the seasons still. Your energy shifts, your mood shifts, your focus shifts. And we treat it like a mental health problem instead of a natural rhythm. Ancient humans listened to seasons. They worked hard in some seasons, they rested in others. They celebrated seasonal transitions. They understood that time isn't flat. Time has shape. But here's what's most important. Ancient humans weren't trying to accomplish anything. There was no 5-year plan, no career trajectory, no achievement to chase. A person was born, they learned skills, they hunted or gathered, they had children, they got old, they died. The goal wasn't to do more, the goal was to do what needed doing, and do it well, and then stop. A master craftsman